a new season mini shark Bolide bag charms being released, probably to celebrate the anniversary of the Bolide as well. I know that this also comes in a Birkin, but I think it really works in the Bolide because it looks like a literal rainbow. Like a lot of these Bolide bags are just bags that you would keep in your house as like a piece of art. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you love shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. So today guys, I wanted to talk about the Bolide bag from Hermes, which is one of my most favorite bags. My boyfriend always tells me, Jess, stop trying to make the Bolide happen, but I can't help it guys. I really love it. I actually have 3 Bolide bags. It was a bag that was invented in 1923. It was the first bag to ever have a zipper. This is a mini Bolide. Is in the color Rouge de Coeur. It has a beautiful little zipper here. Bolide 27. This is the version with the circle. The 1923 version is a little bit like this shape without the circle, and the handles tend to be a bit shorter, whereas this version it tends to be like a higher drop of handle. Also have my big Bolide. This one is a Bolide 35, which is a little bit more of a slouchy silhouette, and the Bolide tends to come in 2 forms. There's like a slouchy form and like a more structured form. This is a Bolide 35 in Clermont, and yeah, has the circle as well. But I wanted to talk about limited edition Bolide bags today, which I don't have any limited editions, but if you're a collector of Hermes and you love Bolide bags, these are things that you might want to create a little tick list and try and collect them all. So firstly guys, I just wanted to talk about my favorite limited edition Bolide, which is the Bolide on wheels. This is a recent variation of the Bolide, and I think this year it was the 100th anniversary of the Bolide, which is why they've kind of been celebrating it a little bit more, I feel anyway. And the Bolide on wheels, it is absolutely adorable. It's the mini version of the Bolide, and they've added wheels to it. It was in stock on the Australian website, sold out straight away. I think it was over $20,000, and you're actually able to wheel the bag around, but it comes in a very special box, and yeah, it's a collectible. You can get it in a few different colors, and there's even a super miniature version of it in a bag charm, which I just died when I saw that, guys. Like, the bag charm is just, I can't even, but it's very expensive for a bag charm, but definitely, oh, I love it. So if you can pick up anything Bolide on wheels, it's definitely a collectible. Is it overpriced? I mean, I would argue that bag charm is completely overpriced, but given it's probably going to be a rare collectible in the future and there's always a market to collect Hermes, it might not be a bad thing to pick up. I mean, as someone who is a collector of things, but yeah, I just love the Bolide on wheels. I think it is so cute. Next, I wanted to talk about the Bolide Picnic. And this is a Bolide which actually opens up a little bit like a clamshell. It's a taller structure, and the top of the bag is in a brownish leather. Kind of looks like Barenia, but I'm not exactly sure. And it's got this hand woven base. And they've made it taller just so you can kind of open it more. And yeah, it's definitely designed for the summer. I know wicker is very on trend at the moment. And, you know, you've got the kind of basket Birkin bag as well. And yeah, like the picnic version of it, they do like jewelry and all sorts of picnic variations. I think there's even a picnic garden party, but yeah, there's a picnic Bolide. If you love the picnic vibe, then there's that. A Bolide shark bag, which is, you know, it's part of the men's collection. I think it comes in the size 45, and it's the 1923 structure. It has this like very cheeky little shark face on the side, and yeah, it's definitely a collector's piece. It's quite large, so I think you could either use it as like a work of art in your house, or if you're like a taller person, or you don't mind carrying a lot of stuff, or you have a private jet, you want to carry all your travel goods, you could definitely use this as a fancy carry-on. But if I owned this bag, I think I would just use it as a work of art on my bag shelf. If you do love the look of this bag, I think there is going to be some new season mini shark Bolide bag charms being released, probably to celebrate the anniversary of the Bolide as well. And they're going to be released, I think, in the coming year or so. So yeah, not only can you get the Bolide on wheels charm, you can get the Bolide shark charm, which is also, I die, so cute. I would love to have that, but it is probably going to be a fortune for a bag charm. Next, I wanted to talk about the Bolide Dragon Bag, Chima's Dragon Bag, and this is got tufted embroidery on top of it. I actually noticed this was in stock on one of the Hermes websites, so if you do want to buy this, it's on the website. I find that these Bolide bags, especially in the 45 size, don't tend to be super popular. I think Hermes just make them because they look cool, but if you're a collector, you might want to pick it up. I don't necessarily think the Bolide bag holds value, and particularly the bigger ones, but yeah, this one, yeah, it's available on the website, on one of, I think it's Hong Kong or something, and actually on the Australian website, there is a Bolide 45 available as well, called the Racing Bag. And this bag is, apparently it says on the website, is the exceptional design showcases 2 forms of expertise requiring over 30 hours of work. The applique stitch technique and cladding contains 14 pieces of leather. So it's, you know, looks like there's a lot of work put into it. You can kind of see by the way the H is shaped, it looks like kind of like a racing car, like it's going past fast. And yeah, the Bolide, I think, was designed or inspired by racing cars or something, so it makes sense. But yeah, not the most practical looking bag. I think it's more of just a collector's piece. There's a range of embroidered mini Bolides that I've noticed with like multicolored designs, and I think these are really adorable. There was like this one that was like stripy, and there's also this one with like different colors, and I've noticed this on Ginza's Vyoma's website, but I think these will be quite rare to find pre-loved, so yeah, there's those. I think it's quite cool that Hermes started to do embroidery on some of their bags. It's a little bit different, and you'll find with these limited edition variations, they get a little bit experimental with the different ways of decorating the bags, because usually Hermes bags are quite plain, but yeah, these limited editions, they kind of make them a little bit more extra. I also, to be honest, really love the Sunset Bolide. There was a Sunset Bolide 30, which came in a few colors. There was kind of like a midnight version, and then there's like a sunrise version, like an orangey version. And I know that this also comes in a Birkin, but I think it really works in the Bolide because it looks like a literal rainbow, and I think it's quite cool. I'm not sure what my favorite color is, and I think the size 30 is a pretty good size for a Bolide. Not too big, like unlike the 45 size, which is a bit more of like a travel size. I think this bag is actually quite usable, and I personally love it. I think this would also be extremely hard to find in the boutique, and this is something that you probably have to buy pre-loved, but I think it was available a few years back. And then you've also got the baseball Bolide, which is obviously a nod to sports or something, and this baseball Bolide, it was a bit of a collection. I think there was also a bag charm, and yeah, it contains kind of like little strings on it, and also not my favorite, but a collectible if you collect Bolide bags. Bolide 35 Orbot de Monde bag. I'm not saying that right, but it looks like a little bit like a patchwork Bolide, and it has a bit of exotic on it and a little house. Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's a little bit more, yeah, it's got a lot of detail on it, and yeah, I don't know if this would be easy to sell, but if you love it, then yeah, it's probably pretty rare to find. Yeah, I forgot to mention one that I really like, which is the Bolide Skate. It was part of a menswear collection, I think, last year, and it comes in a relaxed version of the Bolide, which is super slouchy, and on the runway they kind of carried it like under their arm, and there was a skateboard stuck to the bottom of the bag, which was quite random, and it looked very impractical, but yeah, it's quite cool. And yeah, I would say this is more of a collector's piece. It's really huge and oversized, definitely more of a runway look, but there was actually a more wearable version released as well in a size 30 with this canvas crossbody strap, which I actually personally really like it. Like, I feel like I would wear that bag. And at the bottom, again, it had the skateboard, and you could even get a skateboard bag charm, which I also really like. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that because I thought that was a really cool Bolide bag. Finally, I just wanted to talk about the Bolide Wink and Smile and Play handbag in Tadillac with a touch of lizard. This one is really interesting. It's in the size 30 again. It's got like a little eyeball and a little like chain, and I think it has a lock or something, but or a key. And I find it quite interesting that they use Tadillac leather for this bag, because Tadillac is really lustrous and looks like it's easy to scratch, and the fact that they put like a sharp thing on it, yeah, I assume this bag would be really delicate, but maybe it's just a bag that you display and admire and have as like a piece of artwork in your house, because I feel like a lot of these Bolide bags are just bags that you would keep in your house as like a piece of art, which I really appreciate, because I do kind of see bags as works of art, and if I was like a super wealthy person, I no doubt would be collecting these exceptional bags and just putting them on my shelf as artwork and probably not wearing them. But yeah, they're just beautiful to look at, lots of details, lots of different kind of craft that goes into making them. So let me know, guys, what's your favorite Bolide bag, or do you have a Bolide bag? As I said, it's one of my favorite bags. I don't know if I would ever pick up a limited edition, a little bit out of my price range, but my favorites are probably, yeah, the Bolide on wheels, and I kind of like the rainbow one as well. I think that's really cute. Yeah, thanks for watching my video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys on my next one. Bye!